Hi guys, welcome to my channel. No, that's not me at all. Hi, I'm Dee and I'm BMAWD. So black middle-aged woman doing. And in this instance, I'm doing theatre. So I love to go and see theatre. And this is what I'll be talking about today and every week on either a Saturday or a Sunday, or you might get it both days. I'm going to be talking about theatre that I've seen. I go to the theatre all the time and it's something I've been intending to do, is to talk about it. I write about it when I go and just keep those notes for myself. But now I'm going to be sharing those thoughts, those notes with you. And I am a people person. So if you let me know what you think, that will help me to improve the next vlog, and also to let me know whether these are plays that you've seen or plays that you want to see, whether you disagree with my comments because you've seen it, or whether it's something that's encouraging you to go and do it. Let me know. I have got some notes here that I might refer to as I'm speaking because it's my first time doing the vlog. I apologise that the lighting isn't great, but is it an apology if I say but? I apologise the lighting's not great. The reason that the lighting isn't great is because I've left it so late to put this out, but I was determined that this was going to be posted today. And I've had this idea to do this for the last 2 to 3 years, and it's only today that I'm doing it. So that determination has meant that it's so late, but I hope that you'll be quite forgiving and enjoy it and let me know what you think. Okay, so I'll tell you, I think I've told you a little bit about me. I'll tell you a bit more. I'm Dee. I'm mid-50s, so the upper end of mid-50s, and I'm in London. I've lived in London for the last 30 odd years, and theatre is my thing. I love other things like music, swimming, dancing, but what I'll be talking to you about is theatre, and yeah, I'll be posting that each week. What else can I say? I'll tell you about my haircut, just because. Is that all right? Anyway, I'm going to do it. So this haircut I've now had for about over a year. This is supposed to be a heart. I had that done 7 days ago, and I actually thought, oh, he's done that quite well, but clearly it's not great, is it? So my plan is to grow it out, and then look, you can see I'm showing you how to shave, and then shave it into a different style, but it won't be what you can see there. Oh, I think it's the heart's kind of coming back. It's not that impressive, is it? Anyway, what else can I say? Oh, and the other reason why I didn't post is because I'd had my hair in all coiled up, but because I went swimming, it was very tight. So because I wanted my hair to drop a bit before posting the video, so that's why you see it like this. But please bear with me, forgive me. It's my first vlog, so I'm talking about how I look because I'm looking at myself. But thereafter, my vlogs will only be about the plays that I'm seeing. So I hope you're still here and watching, and you'll like and subscribe and comment and come back again. All right. So the play I went to see is called The Chair, and it's at the Almeida Theatre in Islington. it's a play about a couple who are preparing for a visitor or visitors to share one of the couple's discovery. And I'm going to tell you that the first thing I noticed was that the setting, the scenery is like a music hall, an old music hall. And as I watched it, it certainly made me think of the 1970s show that no child, certainly that I knew, wanted to watch. And it was a 1970s show called The Good Old Days. Yes, I'm showing my age. And it was, as I say, based in a music hall. You had a man who would introduce variety acts. And those variety acts, I can't remember. But what I do remember about that show was he was a man that would have these, those wispy, what do you call them? Moustache. And the acts, the acts I don't so much remember, but the audience were dressed up to the nines in Victoriana wear, so they would be wearing, the women would be wearing long gowns, velvet, lace and frills on their arms and sleeves, etc. And the men, I think I remember the men as being shiny. Is it possible for men to be shiny? Who am I to talk? But they were a bit shiny, and they wore a monocle. I think their hair was pressed, hard down on their face, and that's what I remember about that show. And that's where the link ends to me talking about the chair. Now the chair is based in a music hall, and the first thing you see is two characters, a man and a woman, a couple, husband and wife, who've been married 70 odd years. And I just think it's so unusual to see people as main characters at that age. So we're talking 70, 80 years old, at least. And they're, I would say, quite small frame, but massive, bold characters. Very funny characters. And it's quite refreshing, actually, because it's not a demographic that we see, but they also own the stage. They own the story. And the story is, as I've said, it's a couple welcoming an audience. So preparing for an audience to come to hear about the old man's discovery, the old man and old woman. As I say, I'm not being rude, that's their characters, old man, old woman. And it's about a couple being preparing for this audience to hear about the man's discovery. And it's an interesting one because when I heard the title, The Chair, I immediately thought it was going to be a series of stories with the chair at the base, as the base of it, I suppose. But no pun intended. But this is quite different from what I expected. Very, very funny. Everybody that was there, well, from the people I could see and hear around me, were in fits of laughter. It's farcical. It's one of those almost like, I won't say Carry On because it's not like that, but it's just very, very funny. There were things that I saw on that stage. Certainly one thing I have never, ever seen on stage before. I didn't know where to put my face, but it was more than amusing, I will say. And you're surprised because we limit ourselves, I'm sure, on who can play what parts depending on their age? Surely we do, because we're so used to seeing a certain age group owning the stage. And when you see it's an older couple, there's really no limits to what this couple can do. And it was a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun then preparing. They have some audience participation. I joined in. They also have moments where it's just completely chaotic. And then you have, I would describe a moment. How can you have a moment with chairs that's beautiful? But it happened. There was a moment, the music, the chairs, it was absolutely beautiful. And, you know, whoever's created that and designed it did it so well. It's almost like, I won't say it was mindfulness because you're really taking in the play, but it's, I mean it when I say it was a beautiful moment. I should say who the play's by. It's by a writer, a playwright called Eugene UNESCO, and I'd never heard of him. He's mentioned during the play, and then afterwards somebody was saying to me that his play The Rhinoceros is one of their favourites, so that's now on my list to read. What a play. Just dead funny. There's some reflective moments. You get to know these characters and know why they are where they are. And as you'd like to think, you get to 70, well, I've said they've been married 70 odd years, and you get to that age in your life, you're certainly, you know, you're going to be better off if you do have some point of some you know, you do some reflection, and that comes across. It's a sensitive, not too sensitive, not a lot of that, but it's a play that certainly brings up emotions. So I've said there's a lot of laughter, but you also begin to understand them. And as I've said, they're preparing for this audience and the person who's going to come and tell their story. So the audience and then the orator, let's say. But I can't tell you what the discovery is that's going to be shared. And that's what they're preparing for. Let me look at my notes and see if there's anything I've forgotten to say to you. No, I haven't. I've said everything. I think that was it. So I think it's brilliant. It's not like anything I've seen before. I certainly need to read The Rhinoceros by the playwright, Eugene UNESCO. I also want to read this again because I want to see, it was written in the 1950s. So I'd like to see how they've adapted it for what I saw this week. What's you know, what was left out and what was you know, what's changed. And that's it. I've come to the end of my vlog, and it only took 15 minutes. So look at me smiling because I'm so happy that I've done it. Please let me know what you think. Let me know what you'd like to see. And I know my lighting's really bad, but it will be better next time. And thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Sorry, just noticed that my hair is up. There we go. Like and subscribe. And I look forward to sharing with you again. and you won't get all the next time because I'll be so professional. Great. See you then. Bye.